There's a lot of social media discourse on X, on social media in general, when it comes to Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble. I put my tweet out on Monday. I saw everything, or what was it, Sunday? I put a tweet out on Sunday. A lot of people are upset, and I honestly think they are looking for reasons to be upset. You're just looking for reasons to be upset when this isn't really a reason to be upset. Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble. There was a report that went out earlier today that Jey Uso was always the planned winner of the Royal Rumble. And the plans go back to middle to late December, as when WWE came up with the idea of Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble. They had merchandise already printed out for him. Everything was ready to go. He was the guy. And I told you last Monday, it was the go-home show for Monday Night Raw. CM Punk, for the last 3 or 4 weeks, had come out and said every week, I'm winning the Royal Rumble. I'm winning the Royal Rumble. I'm winning the Royal Rumble. The more you say something is going to happen, the more likely it is not going to happen. This is why I am slightly superstitious when I watch an Atlanta Braves baseball game in October. They're going to win. They're going to win. They're going to win. The more I want them to win, the more I think they're going to win, they don't win. And then they end up getting swept by a fucking team that is basically a wild card team that got hot at the end of the season. And the Braves are a 100-win team, and they fucking get eliminated in the first round. Philadelphia. Never talk about something happening. You're just going to end up being disappointed. We got another $100 bomb here, man. You guys are fucking crazy. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, man. We got another bomb. Holy shit. We got a $100 bomb from Zero. Coming in big. No. Stop right there, JD. Let me cook. Jesse, give me the fucking spatula. Hear me out. Jey wins at WrestleMania. Holds it until SummerSlam. Meanwhile, Drew wins King of the Ring. Beats Jey. Holds it till WrestleMania 42. And Sammy beats him, getting his win at WrestleMania 42. You know what, Zeno? That's a great series of events. Absolutely. Jason and I talked about that last Tuesday on TNT. Being that the Royal Rumble next year is in Saudi, that very well could happen. And I do think that there is light at the end of this Drew McIntyre tunnel, for sure. I think it's going to be fine for him. We'll talk about that a little bit later as well. Jey Uso, thank you guys very much for the support, man. I love the support. You guys have been fucking absolutely, whatever is beyond killing it. You guys are fucking beyond killing it. Love it. Jey Uso. He came out tonight, and you could physically see the emotion in his face. The guy had tears running down his face because of the reaction and the moment that was Saturday night. And the reaction that not only was on Saturday night, but tonight in Cleveland. I mean, the fucking guy had his theme music stop, and then the crowd asked one more time for the theme music to keep going. Jey physically had to tell the sound guy to restart his theme music, and then they did Yeet all over again. I never seen that when it came to something with Jey Uso. I mean, it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I said this on Saturday night. Jey Uso's not my first choice. I don't think he was anybody's first choice. In the lineup of names that were in that Royal Rumble, he was nobody's first choice. Unless you're a Jey Uso super duper fan. He was not your first choice. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, John Cena. There were some big names in this Royal Rumble. Big, big, big names. And Jey Uso eliminated John Cena to win the Royal Rumble on Saturday. Why did everybody freak out? Everybody freaked out for one reason and one reason only. It's because the IWC is fucking stupid. They need something to complain about. Otherwise, there's no blood pumping through their veins if there's nothing that they can complain about. They can't have one day where there's no discourse online. This is not something to freak out about. This is not something to get angry about. All of that anger that you showed Jey Uso, every single one of you should have showed that same amount of anger towards Charlotte Flair winning the Royal Rumble. I didn't see one fucking person on my feed complain about Charlotte Flair winning the Women's Royal Rumble. It was all, why did Jey Uso win? Why is Jey Uso wrestling in the main event of WrestleMania, which we don't really know yet? Everybody thinks he's main eventing WrestleMania. We don't even know the WrestleMania card. And you guys got him main eventing WrestleMania. Main eventing WrestleMania. Why is Jey Uso main eventing WrestleMania? Why isn't it so-and-so? CM Punk should have won. John Cena should have won. He's nothing more than a theme song. He's nothing more than an entrance. Yes, he's a theme song and an entrance that is making WWE a boatload, and I mean a boatload of money. This guy's the number one merch seller in the entire company, more so than John Cena and CM Punk and Roman Reigns. You know, back in the day, those types of things get rewarded. Is Jey Uso the best pro wrestler on the roster? No, he's not. He's nowhere close. Everybody's comparing, oh, well, he had a terrible match with Jimmy Uso last year, and this is the guy that they're putting in the main event. Yes, the match last year was fucking terrible. Everybody understands that last year's match was terrible. But you are complaining about last year's match and then thinking the same thing's going to happen this year with fucking Gunther. Gunther is not Jimmy Uso. So let's get that straight right there. Jimmy is not anywhere close to the wrestler that Gunther is. Give me a fucking break. That's excuse number one right out the window. Oh, Gunther, he deserves a lot better at WrestleMania. Sure. You can go on and think that. You can go on and say that and use that as an excuse. Fantastic. How do you know what's right for Gunther? Why are you all of a sudden making decisions for Gunther? Who's to say Gunther's not completely on board with this? Oh, I can't believe Gunther's going to lay down for Jey Uso. You do realize that WrestleMania is all about the moment, right? It's all about the moment. Did you see tonight? It's all about the moment. Triple H clearly had a vision. I'm okay with the vision. Why aren't you okay with the vision? This man lost 3 times to Gunther. Oh, I don't want to see the same match a 4th time. I'm sorry. Through the annals of WWE history, how many times have Wrestler A and Wrestler B wrestled multiple times? Multiple times. Everybody complained last year when Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns main evented WrestleMania 2 years in a row. What happened? You all shut the fuck up at the end of that main event last year, didn't you? Absolutely you did. So why would it be any different this year? Sure, there wasn't a lot of story going into their first 3 matches. But if you don't think that there's going to be a story, which you've already seen develop, if you don't think that there's going to be a story going into this 4th match at WrestleMania, then you don't really pay attention to the product close enough to understand what's going on. Who's to say that they're going to main event WrestleMania? The World Heavyweight Championship opened the show last year. Who's to say that it doesn't open the show this year on either night 1 or night 2? The beginning of the show, the beginning of WrestleMania, how you start a show in general is just as important as the way you end it. Those are the 2 biggest spots on the entire show. So why would you have a problem if he opened the show? Oh, he's going to main event WrestleMania. You don't know that for anything. And history has proven that the Royal Rumble winner, more than, it's got to be more about 10 or 11 times. I may be off by one or two, but history has shown that the winner of the Royal Rumble always doesn't main event WrestleMania. Oh, it should have been Punk. Oh, it should have been this one. Should have been Reigns. CM Punk is going to have a bigger match than Jey Uso at WrestleMania. Let the man have his moment. Today I got it from the LA Knight fans. What about LA Knight? He doesn't deserve it. He hasn't worked his ass off. I'm sorry, guys. Don't take your fucking complaints up with me. I don't book the fucking show. All I could do is give you a sense of logic in hopes that you understand. It's not LA Knight's time. It's not anybody else's time. It's Jey Uso's time. I don't want to hear about your LA Knights. I don't want to hear about your fucking so-and-sos who you think should win the Royal Rumble. All of these people are upset because their favorite didn't win the Royal Rumble. Your favorite didn't win the Royal Rumble, and you're acting like a complete bitch on social media. Have I complained about a wrestling storyline or wrestling creative? Of course I have. It's my fucking job. But this is not something to complain about. This is not something to complain about at the magnitude that people complained about it. How many times have I said, even me, the biggest Triple H shill in the IWC, how many times have I said, Survivor Series was safe? Triple H played it very safe. December 14th, Saturday night's main event, he played it safe. And then we get to Netflix. January 6th, he played it safe. And then on January 25th, he played it safe. And then we get to the Royal Rumble, and the man gives us a move that is unsafe as anything he's done in the last 12 months. And people still complain. Oh, it should have been John Cena. Oh, it should have been CM Punk. Oh, it should have been this one. John Cena would have been the safe choice to win the Royal Rumble. People would have been complaining that it went to John Cena. Guy can't do no right. He played it safe for 4 straight major events. And then the 5th event, the biggest of them all, he takes a risk and people still complain about it. He can't win. Oh, it should have been John Cena. Yeah? Did you guys see John Cena wrestle in the Royal Rumble? He's as washed as the fucking dishes in my sink. John Cena can't go at the level that John Cena went years ago. This guy is not interested in seeing John Cena in a WrestleMania main event with Cody Rhodes. He's not. If you guys want safe, if you guys want something that is as close to Vince McMahon booking, then by all means, go do John Cena and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Because I know each and every fucking one of you are going to come out of that match complaining that it was boring and it was predictable and this and that. John Cena didn't win the Royal Rumble. Why wasn't it John Cena? Why isn't John Cena going to WrestleMania? Because if John Cena won the Royal Rumble, then WWE can't promote John Cena for the Elimination Chamber. John Cena is going to dip his toe in every pool that is available to him on the road to WrestleMania. He wants to be in the Royal Rumble. Last time ever, there won't be another Royal Rumble for John Cena. He wants to be in the Elimination Chamber. There will not be another Elimination Chamber for John Cena. The complaints on social media were fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. Everybody's complaining about Jey Uso. Who else? Who else would you have put up against Gunther? Can anybody come up with another name that is as interesting or more heartwarming, heartfelt, emotional? A WrestleMania moment. Who else would there be against Gunther? Oh, what about AJ Styles? What about Seth Rollins? What about CM Punk? Jey Uso and Gunther fits. CM Punk is still embroiled in a feud with Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns is now involved. AJ Styles just got moved to Monday Night Raw. They got a direction for him that's not Gunther. You guys don't think. You guys don't think. WWE is in the business of making money. WWE is in the business of making new stars. This is WrestleMania. WWE is going to do what's best for the company. If you don't think Jey Uso deserves a spot that he's getting at WrestleMania, such as this, by winning the Royal Rumble and beating Gunther, then you're not a fucking fan. We went through this 2 other times before this at the magnitude that we're seeing right now. First, it was the Yes Movement. Everybody was on board with the Yes Movement. In a Vince McMahon administration where guys like Daniel Bryan never stood a fucking chance. He was a flag bearer. He was a beacon for change. And he fucking changed the way that company thought. And he won the world championship at WrestleMania thanks to us. CM Punk was also a part of that. Do you guys think Kofi Kingston was slated to win the WWE championship from Bryan Danielson at WrestleMania? Absolutely fucking no. Who did that? Oh, yeah, the fans did that as well. The fans really pushed Kofi Kingston towards Kofi Mania. And now we're seeing the Yeet movement, or whatever the fuck they're calling it. And this is bigger than Kofi Mania. And this may be rivaling. At this point in time, I may be saying this is bigger than the Yes movement. And people are still finding a way to hate. I don't really get that. Who cares if Gunther puts over Jey Uso? Who cares? Gunther has been a world heavyweight champion or a champion in WWE for 90% of his WWE career. A loss to Jey Uso will do nothing to Gunther. The guy is absolutely fucking bulletproof. Nothing is going to derail Gunther. And also, here's another nugget of information for you. When Goldberg eventually hits the scene and he gets his match with Gunther, because that's exactly where they're going, when Goldberg comes back and he wrestles Gunther in Saudi Arabia, it won't be for a world championship, because there's another situation where people will complain. Why is Goldberg getting a championship match? He's just come back. Don't you think Triple H is setting up for that complaint? Let's take the belt off of Gunther, put it on somebody that absolutely deserves it, so we don't have the next thing that fans complain about in Bill Goldberg wrestling Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, asking me why. You know that's going to be the case. So look at all the bases that Triple H has covered here, and you're still complaining. You're still complaining. The fans are stupid. Plain and simple, the fans are stupid. This is not anything to complain about. And here's another nugget of information for you. WWE signed a $5 billion deal with Netflix. $5 billion. You don't think that there are some network executives at Netflix in Los Angeles, California, that called up Nick Khan, that called up Triple H and said, hey, yo, Paul, I'm going to need you to do me a favor, solid. I need Jey Uso to win the Royal Rumble. We love Jey here in the Netflix offices. We want to see him as the face of Monday Night Raw alongside CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Let's do it. Don't you think that was also taken into consideration as well? It absolutely was. If you don't think that Netflix had some sort of influence, I'm not going to say that they had the utmost influence. If you don't think they had some sort of influence on what happened at the Royal Rumble, you're fucking stupid. This is a money-making business. All because you watch the other fucking show and they throw fucking hologram on TV and they get no ratings and they draw fucking half of the fucking people that I got in this chat room right now. They're not a business. WWE is in the business of making money. I'm sorry you don't understand that. CM Punk is going to be fine. John Cena is going to be fine. Seth Rollins is going to be fine. Roman Reigns is going to be fine. Drew McIntyre is going to be fine. Everyone's going to be fine. Everyone's going to be fine. And the John Cena thing, cycle back to that before we get into the stream. The John Cena thing. Everybody's like, John Cena deserves a WrestleMania main event. It's his last year. Oh, yeah? Who says? Who says? You guys probably last 10 seconds in the fucking sack, blow your load, and then you roll over and go to sleep. There's no in between. There's no enjoying it. There's no having some fun. You guys just want to blow your shot in 1 fucking second. Why would WWE blow their load in 3 months to tell what is John Cena's greatest story in his final year? The guy hasn't even wrestled a singles match yet and hasn't gotten a singles win. Don't you think that should be the fucking story first? We got all year to tell that story. Why blow it in 4 months? And then what happens? He wins? To do what? See a washed-up John Cena in the main event of WWE television? To go on a part-time hiatus like Roman Reigns with the WWE title? Or you stretch it out and make John Cena's adversity bigger and tougher and maybe wrap it up towards the end of the year. Maybe we do it at SummerSlam. Maybe we do it at a special location that is to be determined at one of those shows between September and December. Fans don't think. Fans don't think. Calm down. Everything, I promise you, will be fine. I wish you guys showed the same amount of energy towards Charlotte Flair winning the Royal Rumble. Because unlike Jey Uso, that was a terrible creative decision. That did not make a new star. That showed Charlotte, or showed everybody, how Charlotte is still as greedy as anybody in that entire locker room. There are bigger things to complain about. This is not it.